Johnny and Rohitha favour Ranil. Ranil in a fix over his alliance with Rajapaksas. Matala Airport tender causes uproar. Who leaked the incident at number 30?
The leader, දේශයට මග කියන ප්‍රවෘත්ති පෙළගැස්ම.
Johnny and Rohitha favour Ranil. Now, more and more support from the Sri Lanka Podujana Peramuna is coming in the way of President Ranil Wickremesinghe. Its national convener Rohitha Abegunawardena is of the view that the best thing for them to do at the moment is to support him. Some of us are trying to get the party to that stand. If we become divided, we are finished, he said. Rohitha was speaking to his confidants at a party he threw following a function to mark his 27 years in politics where the president was the chief guest. Another party big shot, Johnston Fernando, said something along the same lines after Ranil visited Kurunegala to distribute land. We must support Ranil at this moment, he too said. In the meantime, SB Dissanayake says the party should fully support Ranil in his efforts to rebuild the economy.
දේශී විදේශී ආයෝජකයන්ට රට තුළට එන්නත් දේශීය ආයෝජනය කරන්නත් රට තුළ විශ්වාසවන්ත පරිසරයක් දී කරන්න ඕන. ඒ කටයුත්ත හරියටම ජනාධිපති රනිල් වික්‍රමසිංහ මැතිතුමා කරගෙන යනවා. ඒ නිසා මම හිතන්නේ අපි කාගේ යුතුයකම එතුමා පෙරටු කරගෙන ශ්‍රී ලංකා පොදු ජන පෙරමුණේ පූර්ණ ශක්තිය යොදවලා මීළඟ මැතිවරණය ජයග්‍රහණය කරලා රටේ ආර්ථිකය බොහොම වේගවත් සංවර්ධන මාවතට ගැනීම තමයි අපි කළ යුතු හොඳම කාර්යය හැටියට මම දකින්නේ.
Such favourable talk of Ranil was a key topic when Mahinda and Basil met some days ago. What their subsequent decision is not known yet. However, Namal strongly believes they should field Damika Pereira as their presidential candidate. Just today, he said a winnable candidate supportive of the SLPP policies will be named at the month's end. He told journalists the party mechanism is strong enough to name a candidate and take him to victory within a period of up to 6 weeks. Social activist Chinthana Dharmadasa notes that going by the key slogans at presidential polls since 2005, the catchphrase in 2024 will be the economy. The winner will be the key figure in the economy, he says. Such talk supportive of Ranil does not mean Namal's efforts at building the party are in vain. That will come handy at the general election. Ranil in a fix over his alliance with Rajapaksas. The president has been in a fix with warnings coming from some of his supporters if his alliance with the Rajapaksas continues further. So, Nimal Lanza and Duminda Dissanayake, who are in the forefront in that, are having their rallies separately. Tomorrow, the Sri Lanka Freedom Party-led New Alliance will hold a rally at Wills Park grounds in Badulla. Nimal Siripala and Chamara Sampath are the organisers. In Kandy, Ranil loyalists in the SLPP like Mahindananda Aluthgamagai, Dilum Amunugama and Lohan Ratwata are having another. Anyway, Ranil still thinks Mahinda is more popular than Sajith and AKD. It is unlikely that he abandons the Rajapaksas to contest at the elections. So he has been forced to answer critics such as the Lanza, Duminda lot. At Abe Gunawardena's function at railway grounds in Kalutara, the president said the world changes, and we should think new without getting trapped in conventional politics. The function saw Mahinda, Gotabaya, Basil, Namal, and even Damika seated in the front, gracing the occasion. A key question was as to why Ranil was invited as the chief guest. The previous few months saw him at serious odds with the Rajapaksas. They decided against supporting him at elections for several reasons, the most immediate one being the anti-Rajapaksa sentiments being spread by the Lanza, Duminda lot. It all started at Ranil's Election Operations Committee, where they boycotted its meetings over Basil's presence. Basil said if they didn't want him once, he didn't want them 100 times. With General Secretary Sagara Karyawasam too making a strong statement, many believed the Ranil Rajapaksa union would be over. But Ranil prevented that from happening by keeping in constant touch with the Rajapaksas. For that, he was ably supported by Wajira, Ravi K and Sagala from his side, and by Shiranthi and Yoshitha from the Rajapaksas. However, opponents are still trying to divide them. Their countrywide rallies openly show their support for Ranil, But they also want to see the Rajapaksas out of their way. Ranil's confidants find three driving forces in local politics today. AKD's NPP is in the lead, with Sajith's SJB coming next. Whatever is said, the SLPP occupies the third place, they firmly believe. So Ravi K and the like say they will not allow any end to their understanding with the Rajapaksas. Ranil might have attended the Kalutara event with that intention in mind. Speaking there, he said that in the morning he was in Gala, where journalists asked if he would attend the Kalutara event and what he would tell Mahinda there. Ranil said he replied that he would answer Abe Gunawardena, who completes 27 years in politics. I know why they asked that. They indirectly asked how I stand together with Mahinda. For a long time, we were opponents. But I opposed Chandrika more than I opposed Mahinda. But no one asked how I worked together with Chandrika. During the COVID period, I spoke to Mahinda and stressed the need to go to the IMF. We paved the way for that. By May 9th, the parliament collapsed with some leaving for the opposition. Some proposed giving the premiership to Sajith as per tradition. But neither he nor my friend AKD accepted that challenge. Gota looked for a prime minister for 2 days. In the end, he spoke to me. I accepted the challenge. When a country is in trouble, the main parties have a responsibility to work together without doing politics. We got together and worked. Then our houses were set on fire. Gota left. I was made the acting president. I asked Sajith if he will be the prime minister. He said he would be the president and I as the prime minister. Since I cannot run along with him, I decided to be the president. Then I spoke to my teacher, Professor G.L. Paris. He said he had nothing to do with me. I was the acting president. He was my foreign minister. But he refused to talk to me. In the end, I asked Mahinda. He promised to consult his party. That's what happened. Some ask as to how I work with Mahinda. Together we took the country on the correct path. The once empty treasury has $8 billion now. Had I rejected the SLPP's support, the rupee would have gone up to more than 450 against the dollar. There would have been no fuel at all. Today I attend SLPP meetings. I attend meetings of my party too. Last night, I even had a meeting with SJB people. Let us work together. We have a big challenge to face. If we accept it, the future generation will be the winner, the president said. Also speaking here, Basil said they would support Ranil not out of any fear of him, but in consideration of the future generation. He promised support will continue. That made one thing clear. The goodwill between Ranil and Rajapaksas has not been breached yet. So it seems a SLPP candidate is becoming a forgotten thing to dash Damika's hopes. Matala Airport tender causes uproar. There is strong opposition from within the government over the manner of awarding the tender for catering services for Matala Airport. It came up at the opening of Damika Pereira's SLPP office at Rossmead Place, Colombo recently. Privileges being enjoyed as ministers by SLFP MPs were raised. A SLPP MP noted that there were 3 bidders for the catering tender. The plan was to award it to a Russian-Indian company already supplying to a number of Indian airlines. But a minister spoke to that company and in the guise of the tender, the entire administration of the airport was handed over to that company. It is said that he did so for a hefty commission. We will inquire into that. As SLPP MPs, we made commitments for the government's continuation. But some ministers earn commissions like that. We will expose all these. Be prepared to fill your newspapers with file loads of information we supply, the MP told journalists. Who leaked the incident at number 30? Talk about an indecent encounter said to have taken place at number 30, the opposition leader's office, has gone viral in social media. It is said a young SJB MP was found in the nude with an attractive Tamil girl in a room there. It is very easy to understand that it is a plant. Rajitha Senaratne is said to be the person behind it. Anway, the target has been a Gampaha district MP from a powerful political family. He recently labelled the would-be crossovers to the government as political prostitutes. Further inquiries confirmed that a comely girl who visits the office frequently has caught the attention of young and old there alike. Even the MP in question has been attracted to her. One day, when some, including the General Secretary, were having a chat, this girl went to Abhay Ratne's room. That MP followed her there. Seeing that, the others started joking at his expense. Another MP said that if his wife got wind of it, he would not be able to even leave his home. Another asked if his wife takes such jokes seriously. Another quipped that she always keeps an app on to keep track of his whereabouts, to leave everybody in big laughter. Such talk comes out when politics heat up. In Europe and the West, even videos get circulated. Then, they try their best to prove innocence. Will our country be spared? Everything happens for the greed for power, not for any public service. That's it for today.
The Leader. දේශයට මග කියන ප්‍රවෘත්ති පෙළගැස්ම.